Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to discuss with you how to do correctly one of the questions that comes in the writing part, and it's called summarize written text. So we are going to do one example, and then I will guide you through the process, what would be the steps to do it correctly, and then I will give you few suggestions for the answer. So hopefully it will help you a lot when doing this question. So let's start with the question. As you can see, there is a passage on the screen. So to start, I'm just gonna read it to you. How do we measure efficiency? To economists, or to a certain type of economist, it is simply a question of profitability, even when it concerns what most people consider a social provision, such as public transport. What is lost when railway lines and bus routes too small, out of the way communities are cut in the name of efficiency? After all, if a line or a route is only used occasionally by a few people, it would be much cheaper to rip up the lines and let everyone use their cars. For many governments, the way to turn inefficient national services into profitable businesses has been to sell off these services and their responsibilities to private enterprises. Cost, in terms of profit and loss, is of course an important factor, but other factors need to be considered when dealing with the livelihoods of whole communities, however small. Amongst these are the social, environmental, human, and cultural costs incurred by cutting off more remote communities from greater opportunities, including economic activities that benefit society as a whole. Taking away such links, the usual result of privatization may well lead to economic benefits in the short term, but as the last 20 to 30 years have shown, also leads to long-term social and cultural damage. Of course, no business with its eye on profits is going to waste money supporting underused services. Only large collective bodies such as national and local governments can do that. These services are, after all, a social provision, not businesses. In this question, they ask you to write the summary in one sentence using not more than 75 words that would underline the key ideas mentioned in this passage. And the optimal number for your sentence would be 30 words, or at least between 30 and 40 words. So it's only one short sentence that has to underline the key ideas of the whole passage. So you only need to use the keywords and the most important ideas for your answer. So the next step to do is to underline the keywords that you can see in this text. And as you can see, I have underlined the keywords that we are going to use in our answer. The keywords in this passage would be efficiency, public transport, communities are cut, governments, private enterprises, cutting off remote communities, society, privatization, economic benefits, short-term damage, long-term social cultural damage. And now we are going to build a sentence using those keywords. And but first I want you to show you the template of the sentence, the structure of the sentence that you should use to build your sentence while using these keywords. So ideally you should be able to find four main ideas in the passage, and then you add them all into this sentence. So you start with the first point, and then you use conjunction such as, that, which, followed by the second point. Then you use the transition word in the middle. It can be something like however, moreover, furthermore, or whichever is appropriate for the sentence. And then you use your third point followed by another conjunction word, and then you write your final fourth point. And just please note that your transition word always has to be separated by commas from both sides. And now let's quickly look at the marking criteria. So from this question, you can collect 7 points in total, and you are getting 2 points for the content, and you can get those by adding 4 or 5 important ideas from the passage. 1 point you get for the form, and that is an easy point to get because as long as you write one sentence as requested by starting with a capital letter and ending with the full stop, you will get this point for the form. You are getting 2 points for grammar, so for using correct grammar structures and spelling and punctuation, and the last 2 points come from vocabulary. So you of course may use same words from the passage, but you cannot copy the whole sentence or half sentence from the passage. So as long as you write your own unique sentence using a variety of words, you will get the points for the vocabulary. So now that we have our keywords and the structure for the sentence and we know the marking criteria, let's have a look at the answer. So I wrote 2 potential answers and let's have a look. So the first one sounds like that: public transport is not always efficient and profitable, which may lead to some routes being cut off to avoid financial losses. However, this may cause social and cultural damage to the remote communities and the whole society. So this answer has 37 words. And the second answer sounds like this: only governments can afford losses while keeping unprofitable public transport routes, which helps to avoid the damage to the society. However, if it is privatized, then the remote communities are cut off. And this answer has 32 words. As you can see in both answer, I used the keywords that I selected in the passage, and I think I added most of the main ideas, and I think that both sentences really represent the point that we could get from that passage. So I hope that it helps you to have a better understanding of how you should go about this question, and I hope that it helped you. If you have any questions about today's video, please ask them in the comments below. Otherwise, if you are preparing for PTE test and you have been struggling and you need private tutoring, then you can send me an email. And otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.